All right. Okay, no, it's checked up. Okay. Thought maybe I was. Okay. Hey, hang on, guys. I just gotta go pee here. You kind of caught me off guard. So I shared the thing. I'm gonna put it in the FIA room. So Shamrock put it into the right location for me. For some reason, I don't have access to that one. Like I can get in and look at it, right? But I can't actually. Okay, it looks like you did it already. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can get access to it, but for some reason, I can't share stuff in that channel for some reason. But anyways, you took care of it. All right, guys, just hang on a second. I just got to take a piss real quick. And yeah, I'll get this thing. So I guess you guys are doing a lobby restart after the quali, if I'm correct. I think that's what he said. So someone can serve as grid penalty. Uh, so I guess you'll do like a custom grid according to that one guy that has a penalty, I guess, is how it's going to be done. A little bit different. I haven't done it like that before, but that's cool. Yeah, let me go pee and I'll do the introduction and get the party started. Is Hot Dog here? Where's Hot Dog? I don't see Hot Dog anywhere. Where's Hot Dog? Where's my little buddy Hot Dog? I don't see Hot Dog today. Oh, Hot Dog. I'm gonna miss my little Hot Dog buddy. Anyway, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. It looks like everything's getting started. So I guess I better do my introduction. Hey, welcome everyone to PSR Racing, Pit Stop Racing. I'm your host, the Ghost. And yeah, I'm kind of just doing two things at once here. I wasn't expecting to do comms. So I'm just kind of nuking a coffee. I got a pot of coffee, but it's a little cold now, so I'm going to just do a nuke of a coffee. Gonna get myself a happy stick going. It's a joint. For all you people that might not know. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just concentrating on two different things. We'll get together here. But yeah, anyways, today's race, what is it? It's Austria. I missed race 3 of the first season. This is round 4 in Austria. Fast track, I think 104s. That's what you're going to see. Maybe a 103, maybe. I don't know. This is assist, so you could get faster times here, maybe. Right? I'm not too sure. I haven't done a lot of laps, okay, in on this new game, so my you know, lap times and stuff like that might be a little off from most. Oh, wow, that's loud. Guys, I got it cranked up from my Call of Duty there. I'm gonna turn it now so it's not over my mic. Sorry guys. Like I said, you kind of caught me. Alright, let me, spectator, let's get this set up for you guys. And I'll do my thing while you guys get qualifying going. Who do you wanna go? Makes it like Shamrock. I gotta put up my thing here. Who's on an outlap? Oh, let's say with YNWA. Why not? Let's say with YNWA. How'd that song go? YNWA. Village people. Yeah, sorry, Nate. Yeah. He's not normal. I'm not a normal individual. As you can tell from my commentaries, they're not exactly Sky Sports material. But times are fun. Okay, yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not doing the commentary yet because I'm really not looking at it. I'm a bachelor, okay? So I got like a bachelor type apartment. I actually use my bedroom as my sim racing room. But then I have another PS5 Pro out in my living type area, which is like a kitchen, living room type deal. And that's where I am right now. I like doing my commentaries on my Pro. I don't know if it improves the picture quality to the actual broadcast, because I think that's dictated by YouTube, right? You can only stream at a certain level, so I'm not sure if the Pro would actually make a difference on the picture quality. But anyways, if it does, it does. Like, I know on my end, when I'm looking at it, watching the race, the picture is definitely much better. Oh, there you go. Mr. Shamrock with a 104.8 and YNW 149, 147. So I'm thinking we're going to get into the 103s. Anyways, I'm not looking at the thing, so I'm really not commentating. I'm just getting my happy stick going here. I call them happy sticks here in Canada. Take off, hey hoser! Hey! Little Canadian language. I don't know if anybody remembers Bob and Doug McKenzie. It was a Canadian show. Two guys sitting down with a people or a beer talking about things. Yeah, I'm just rambling here while I'm rolling a joint. I'm normally fairly quick at this, so I'm not switching the view. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just ooh, nice. I'm gonna turn on my YouTube, see if maybe I got my buddy Hot Dog Eating Champion. Hot Dog! Maybe he's logged in and talking to me right now, and I don't got my YouTube on, so I can't reply to him. It'd be nice if he was. I like my little hot dog buddy. He's a funny character. I like him. Good personality. Yeah, here, you know what, why not? Let's go to my stream. Turn it on. Oh, shit. coffee all over my screen. Nice. I'm going to turn it up just so I can make sure my voice is being heard. Nice. Turn it up just so I can make sure my voice is being heard. Yep. Alright, there we go. Voice is being heard. Alright, hot dog, if you're out there, you can come talk to me now. Come on, hot dog. Come talk to me. Hot dog eating champ. Anyway, yeah. Sit on, guys. So I imagine what's going to happen is they're going to reset the lobby after the qualifying, and they're going to use the qualifying results. But because there's a guy, I guess, one or two individuals that have grid penalties, I guess, from the last race, what they're going to do, which is a little bit different than other leagues, but it's fine because if you ask me, it's probably more realistic to what would happen in a real race. So what they're going to do is restart the lobby so that they can custom do the grid so that they can give the person that got the penalty, I'm not sure who that is, gets his grid shot, gets his grid penalty. So he's allowed to qualify like in normal F1, but what they're going to do is like they do in normal F1 is they're going to apply the grid penalty, I guess, after the qualifying. So in order to do that, they have to reset the lobby, if my understanding is correct. Okay, that's what I'm taking from it, but I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Alright, so yeah, so that's different, right? It might take a little bit of extra time, but you know what, eh? All good. But it's being done in a more realistic type way, I guess, with the grid penalty. Is how we're trying to do it. So in order to do that, you have to do a restart of the lobby, I guess. Alright. Put the paper into my rolling machine. 54 years. Oh man. And I still don't know how to roll a joint without a rolling machine. Well, I know how to roll them, but they always come out pregnant. There you go. Your high commentator. There you go. Alright, there we go. I am done now. Put all that stuff away. And we'll get into this race, guys. Like I said, I'm sorry, I was kind of caught off guard. I didn't think I was going to do this. And then last minute, I kind of was asked to do it. So I guess maybe their normal commentator backed out at the last minute. And I had to fill in, I guess. You worries though. I wasn't doing anything other than shooting some young lads. Okay, there we go. Coffee's made, joints rolled. I'm just wondering if I should maybe quickly go into the server here. Yeah, I'm just going to jump into the server for a second, okay? Just so that I can look at the standings. There we go. PSR standings. Okay, I think this is it right here at 07:15. Okay, drivers. Okay, drivers. I'll do the top 5. Okay, so you got Red Bull. with Riank, 68 points. You got Francesco. Yeah, Francesco, I think that's how you say it. Francesco in second and with 47. Then you got Andrew in an Alpine in 46 points. And you got Ricky, 44. And then you got Dazed and Confused with 40 points. So it's still fairly close to anybody's championship, I think. And let's go check out the constructors here. And yeah, constructors is pretty tight too. You got Alpine and Red Bull tied with 68. You got RB 55, Ferrari with 49, and Mercedes right behind it with 48. Yeah, so those are your top 5 teams. Okay, and yeah, that's about it for the driver standing. This is race 4. I wasn't here for last race, so I'm sorry for that I wasn't able to do the commentary for you guys last week. I don't know if you guys were able to get someone to do it for you or not, but yeah, I apologize. I wasn't able to take time out to do it for you guys. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Now I've done that. I'm going to go back to my YouTube. Make sure nobody's said anything to me before I leave here. Ready up, reserve driver, okay. Gizmo. Stop your moaning. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just making sure nobody said anything to me. Back to my YouTube channel. Alright, there we go. So, everybody wants to say hello to the ghost. I got my channel on my phone so I can see the messages coming up. Alright, let's get rid of this. And it looks like I'm on Shamrock right now. Where's Shamrock? I don't see him up there. He's falling back to 12th. And he is on none. So I'm just wondering, is he on an in lap or is he on an out lap? Because if he's on an out lap here, he's on none. No, he's going into the pit, so I think that's it for him. Okay, so let's go to somebody else. Riank, my boy. Where's Andrew at? Andrew's, there's Lancer. Okay, Lancer's here. Yeah, look at this Riank. Well, no, 3.7. Okay, let me see here. Let's go to Admiral. Adam Royal. Is that our last? We'll just call him Adam. That's easier. All right, Adam. In the Alpine, I think they're tied with Red Bull for the constructors. So let's. I think it is Alpine. Yeah, I think it was. I just looked, so I should know, but I'm getting old. And here we go, Adam on a hot lap. Let's see if we can't beat that 104 one time that he has. Yeah, it's looking like 103 is just definitely going to be the where you're going to want to be if you're going to be at the pole. I don't think they'll get into the 102s. Look at that OVR Lancer, 103.8. Exactly 1/10 behind Riank. Dazed and Confused. What's that? 1/1000th behind Lancer. And I do believe Adam was up on his time there, so I think he's looking good to improve his time. I did quickly cut here. I'm just kind of getting warmed up. My happy stick, and 103.6, there he goes onto the pole. Look at that. Did I get the right guy at the right time, eh? Okay, let's go to Ricky. Ricky's on a out lap. Ricky X. Some time here. Don't screw up. Don't mess up. Everybody's watching. And here we go. This is a track where you're going to see a lot of track limits, I think, by the end of the race. Okay, there's a couple of corners where you really, that one, turn one, where you really use every bit of the corner to thing, so you might see a track limits on that particular corner. And then, yeah, the final corner is also one where you might see a few track limits. So we got some fast times up there that I'm seeing, okay? So I'm expecting to see a pretty feisty race this here, with the times being as close as they are. Oh, Ricky goes a little too wide. I don't know. They're going to allow it. It looks like they allowed it. But he did go wide. Definitely went wide there. Okay, who do we got here? I'm gonna go sit in because oh, sorry. Got that weed. Oh, fuck. Night, eh? Here's Riank. I'm just catching him near the end, and then I'm gonna go over to Lancer, I think. Can he steal this pole? 103. No, he got second though, but the wave gets pole, and then we've got Lancer. He's plussed on his time. Oh, he lost some time there. I think Lancer might be out of it here unless he can gain some huge time in the last, but it looks like he's going into the pit. So I think that's it. I think that's going to be our qualifying order there. We got some really fast times there. So I'm looking for an exciting race here. Even Andrew with a 103.9 back in 8th, and that's a good time, okay? Anything in the 103s is a good time if you ask me. Okay, so you know, I guess I'll have to wait to really see what the grid order is. Before the penalties, we've got Wave, Riank on the front row, Adam and Lancer on the second row, and I'll just wait. I can't remember if these guys do a formation lap or not. You know, because I do a lot of my stuff on the formation lap, right? Yeah, so you got Days and Jake on the third row, Ricky and Andrew on the fourth row, Sean Bernoulli, I think, and it's Shamrock on the fifth row, SDRS Racing and Exit Lick on the sixth row, Nuclear Bubble and Griffin on the seventh row. It's Bluefoot and Denell on the 8th row, I think. But like I said, I think they're going to do a restart here. I think. Let me just wait and see. I think they're doing a restart. I just seen something flash up. I'm not sure. Well, I don't see anybody leaving. So maybe they're not doing a restart. Lobby reset. I'm not sure. Okay, so okay, everybody's going crazy, so yeah, they must be doing a lobby reset. Okay, so I'm gonna just jump out. So I'm just gonna jump out. But it does look like they do a thing, so I'm just gonna quit the main menu and wait for an invite. Because yeah, there's gonna be some guys that are serving at least one guy anyways. That's got a grid penalty to serve, so yeah, I'll just wait for my invite, I guess. And we'll rejoin. They'll have to do the grid order manually, I guess. Sorry, guys. Qualifying wasn't the greatest for commentary there, but I was kind of getting all things ready and whatnot, doing my thing, getting my coffee and stuff all ready. But yeah, I haven't seen an invite come yet. I would imagine he's going to use the PS. Yeah, I don't see anything. There we go. All right. All right, so we're gonna do an approved driver reserve, and I don't see that. Just had. Okay, what happened there? There we go. Huh, that was weird. Okay, and we're in. So I guess if they're doing a formation lap, I'll be able to see the grid order after there. I'm not sure who had the grid penalty, so I guess I could have asked. But yeah, there's one individual that has a grid penalty that he has to serve, so that's why they're doing this lobby reset, so they can apply the grid order penalty to the individual, who I'm not sure. About days. What is that? That's Welsh, right? Is that the Welsh flag? I think. All right. So yeah, it's what? What is it? Yeah, season one, round four, Austria. Look for track limits to be an issue. I think guys want to checking out, but he's probably having to do the custom order to the grid. So yeah, track limits is probably going to be a factor later on in the race. So you're going to have to be careful. Turn one, last turn, both two turns that are people are going to be pushing the limits on exit, or you might see a few get track penalties. There's not too many other spots, other than those two that really push the limits of track limits on exit. I imagine you're going to see the big DRS train. The ERS isn't as powerful though, and it's not as much of a factor I find in the 2025 game as it was in the 2024 game. So I think the guys will be able to manage the ERS a little better. But yeah, I've noticed that you don't need to flick it around quite as much as you did in 2024 game, which I kind of like, right? Because that was stupid. Like, turning it off, going into corners. Yeah, I think it charges back up slower, but it also you don't use as much as fast. Like even when you're pressing overtake, which is the ERS mode, it doesn't quite doesn't drain it near as fast as it did on 2024. So it's probably a little bit easier, I think. I haven't driven much, okay, on the new game, but to me, it looks to be a little bit easier to manage the battery, the ERS on this one. So it's looking like everybody is checking up, almost. Normally, you wait for the guy with the crown, who's Shamrock. Once he checks up, that means it's go time. There are a few rules in league racing. If you ever race online and get into thing, and if you're ever looking to get a hold of me, and I'll get you into the proper league for whatever day and whatever type of assist or no assist you desire. But yeah, normally the way it goes is the lobby host dictates when to start the lobby, and he also dictates when to ready up when you're on the track. Sitting there waiting after you've done your pit strategies and stuff like that. There's one guy that's allowed to press X. The other guys have to wait. If you don't wait for that individual to check up at the start, you'll get a penalty for it in most leagues, right? And that's just to give all the drivers time to make adjustments to their setups and to do stuff like that. Change their tire pressures, their strategies, their wing. Depending on the rules, Park Fem, right? Park Fem, there's just tire pressures and front wing that you can change, and then adjust your fuel to whatever the race is going to be. right? But that's why they do it, so that there's only one individual that checks up, so that people have time to get that part done. And what you're going to see here is, because it's a restart to the lobby, is you're going to see everybody having to put their setups in at the same time, because now they have to re-put their setups in, which kind of takes Parks Fem out of, if you want to be sneaky, you can get away with running a different setup in qualifying than in the race because of the lobby restart. So that is the one downfall, right? But you know what? I don't think there's too much difference in a quali setup and a race setup. You might run more wing, so higher downforce in a quali setup than you do in a race setup. All right? That would probably be one of your main differences from a race setup to a quali setup. But it looks like they're all getting ready to check up and get this race started. Hopefully they do the formation lap, so I can give a quick rundown before the race gets started. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to sit here and wait for a bit, because everybody's putting in their setup, so it's probably going to take a little bit longer than it would normally. A few minutes. But everybody's got to put their race setups in. They got to load up their setups. I used to hate when they did this, because sometimes I'd forget to load my setup, and then I'd go in with a default setup into the race, and then that would be it. But so they're just loading up their setups and putting in their pit strategy. I think it's a one-stopper here, I think. Pretty sure. It's going to be a one-stop race. There are some tracks on the newer game that you're actually making 2 pit stops is the better way to go, because the way the tire wear is on this particular game. I think it's a higher tire wear. Not sure if any of the updates have changed that, but I shall see. Okay, let's get this part done. Interval, position, stops, tire, enable, and hide. Okay, so we got Wave and Rionk on the front row. Adam, OVR Lancer on the second row. Days and Jake. Days and Jake on the third row. Andrew and Fran Bernoli on the fourth row. Shamrock and Ricky on the fifth row. SDRS Racing and Exit Lick. This is what I'm going to call Exit Lick. On the sixth row. We've got Nuclear Bubble and Griffin on the seventh row. We've got It's Bluefoot and Denell on the eighth row. And on the ninth row, we've got YNWA and Bouncy on the ninth row. And then on the 10th row, we got Ben Waba. So we've got Days on a set of whites, Shamrock on whites, Nuclear Bubble, Griffin on whites, and Denell on whites. And then Bouncy, the only one going with a set of reds. Everyone else on a set of yellows. Lancer with a disqualification, so his tires might be a little colder on the restart. I think that's how it works. And you screw up the formation lap, your tires might be a little colder, maybe. I'm not sure. All right. Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go racing, boys. And Way seems to get a good launch. Rionk, oh, look at this with the Williams. The Rionk, I think that was, yeah, I think that was Shamrock. Definitely looked like he was getting pushed over. I just caught the end of it, but it looked like he was getting pushed over off the track, which was not nice. Got to leave him a little bit of track, at least 2 tires. But it looks fairly good. Other than that, a little bit there, it looks like everybody else is, oh, Adam. Adam is disqualified. Wonder what happened there. That's a disqualification. Like that's a DQ. And I see a Red Bull going in, so he must have some damage. Ron Bernoulli. Yeah, he's got some left side, it looks like. The front end plate gone. So he's into the pits on the first lap. So a little bit of trouble there. And look at like OVR Lancer. We've got some... Sorry, guys. We got some pretty aggressive racing in these first couple of laps. Normally it's the first couple and then the last couple that are the worst. After they get a few laps under the belt, they'll calm down, generally. But Austria... Austria is generally a DRS track. And you're going to see a lot of dive bombs into turn 2 here, okay? It's just the way this track is. And yeah, you might see some people chancing it and braking a little later and dive bombing it into that second corner there. That second really slow corner. That's where you see generally the most incidents, if you want to say, would be in that turn. Look at Lancer definitely got the pace through the corners, going on the outside, but the Ferrari doesn't want to give it up. And I think Lancer's going to have to wait to make the pass. But like I said, it's a DRS train right now. So the car in front of you, even though you got the DRS, oh, the Haas looks to go off. I don't know who that was. Was it the Haas? I think it was a Haas. Yeah, I think that was SDRS racing there. Hopefully his car's okay. Car's looking okay. I think it was SDR that went off. Yeah, he's the only Haas out there that had to have been. So yeah, but it doesn't look like he's got any damage. So I think he got it under control in time. But yeah, I definitely noticed that at the corner of my eye in the back. But there's a DRS track, okay? So you can see, what is it? The top 7 are all in that DRS. So what you're going to see is a whole bunch of guys in DRS. You know, you're a sitting duck when you don't have that DRS, okay? Like, you know. and you know, if you're in that DRS train, it's not as easy to make that pass on the guy in front of you. Okay, so yeah, and depending how you set your car up too, you know, it's looking like Lance lost another spot. I'm just wondering if Lancer maybe set up his car because he looks to be a little faster through the corners. I'm wondering if maybe he's got a little more downforce to his car than the others might. Right? Maybe. I didn't see where he got past. But yeah, he lost another spot. Probably going into turn 2 there. But like I said, it's going to be a DRS train. I think for quite a while. Bianca is quite a. Here's the two. I think the two Red Bulls here are working together to manage their Earth properly. Because both of them are really high on their Earth and they're really saving it. And then you look at Jake. And then you got Ricky. Ricky, he's got he's working that ERS system properly. Lancer, maybe not so much. I'm just wondering if it's a setup thing, maybe with Lancer, if he's got too much downforce. And on the straightaways, he's making it that he needs to use a little more ERS to hold off the guy behind him, maybe. I'm not sure, right? Kind of hard to tell, but yeah, 'cause I think Lancer is quicker through the corners, but I think he might be lacking on the straights. That's what it's looking like. Okay, if I'm looking at his times, he's definitely dropping on the straights. That's what I think it is. Okay, Lancer, you can give me shit later, but I think that's what it is. I think Lancer's running a higher downforce package. Okay, and he's leaving himself, because normally in race trim you want to run a lower downforce package, right? So that on a track like this where the DRS is important and most of the passes are being made on that straightaway, you want to have the proper wing package. And if you're running a higher downforce one, it could maybe hurt you on this track. But I think that's what it is. I think he's running a little bit higher downforce than other people, and that's why he's getting overtaken on the straights. Oh no, what happened to Andrew? Oh, he went into pit. Andrew's pitting early. That's probably strategy. I think that's probably strategy on Andrew's part. Sorry guys, I'm not flipping around much here. Ricky moving up now into third spot from fourth. Nope. Ricky back down to... Yeah, Ricky from fifth to fourth. Days drops back. And I think Lancer, like I said, is struggling to get passes done. He can make the passes into the corners, but he can't hold off the cars on the straight, I think, is what might be happening. Might be happening. I don't want to say, but from what I can tell by what's happening on the time, it definitely looks like every time he's on the straight, even though his DRS is open, he's losing a little bit of time. So my assumption is that he's running a little bit more downforce than other guys. And on in Austria, that's probably not a good thing. You know, if you're able to get away in the lead in first place and you're able to get away and break that DRS, it'll probably work a higher downforce, because then you get away from the pack. But in the pack, you definitely want that lower downforce, I think. And I think Lancer's running higher downforce. I don't want to dwell on it too long, right? But I think that's what's going on. And yeah, I think Andrew has started the whole pit thing. Everybody's reacting to Andrew's pit now. So it's going to be interesting to see where Andrew comes out with Lancer, see if he got into that DRS range. He got fastest lap. But he's still not in the, yeah, he's well off the pace. Yeah, he lost something. Something happened to Andrew, because maybe, and that's why he decided to pit too. Maybe he got some damage or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's 5.5 seconds at least behind Lancer now, so. Yeah, you know, I think Lancer, going by what I'm seeing, he definitely looks like he's got that car planted through the corners, and he does go for it. And you know what? If you got that higher downforce, you know what? That's what you got to do. You got to make the passes on the corners, because you're going to see on the straight, especially now, he doesn't have, that worked out good for him. Now he might be able to get that separation and use that higher downforce. But you see how much that the lower downforce gave Ricky that run into that corner. He was able to jump right out in front of him too, and take the nice racing line into that corner and get the pass done. I'm just wondering how long it's going to be before Rehonk and Days decide to go before making their pit stop. You don't want to stay out too long. Right, it depends what you're doing, right? Like, technically, some of these guys, maybe they're going for like 10 laps, so that's 26 on a set of tires, on a set of whites, maybe. I'm not sure how tire wear is on this track, but maybe what they're doing is doing that 2 pit stop strategy that I was talking about. Because some tracks, you know, after so many laps now, because of the tire wear, or at least the way it used to be. I'm not sure if any updates thing. But that lap car, I think, should be letting that car go by so he doesn't disrupt his view. So I think that would be ghosting for greening or something goes on. Wave! I think just, no, that's Rehonk just dived into the pits. So he's making his first pit stop. Wave is staying out. I want to see where Rehonk comes out. I'm just wondering how long these white tires can go, if these guys are able to do or if this is going to be a two-stop pit stop, two-stop race. Okay, where's Rehonk come out? Oh, look at that. Rehonk, by staying out those few extra laps, really hurt him. So Wave is gonna, yeah, wow. the undercut, going by what I'm seeing here, for Yonk, we're comfortably out in front with Wade, is now 3.5 seconds behind Andrew. And Andrew's, and he's like 7 seconds, oh shit, he's like 10 seconds behind Lancer. So yeah, he lost a lot of ground by staying out. So I'm thinking this is going to be a 2-stop race, going by how much time they gained on the undercut there. They gained huge time on the undercut. Yeah, I can't believe that. I wonder how bad the tire wear is here. It must be pretty bad, I think, maybe. Wave staying out. And I like that, right? Because Wave, I don't know how long these white tires, maybe it is a one pit stop thing, but you know what? If you're going to lose so much time on the undercut, you might as well stay out longer than, even longer, and get yourself into a one-stop window that doesn't abuse the tires, which I think Wade might be doing here. I think any time now you might see Wade go on the thing, but I think he'll be able to easily make it the rest of the way on a set of whites, where the other guys might be struggling. We'll have to see how that works out, but like I said, I'm not sure. It looks like he's coming in this time. But he's going to lose a ton of time. I guarantee you, he's probably even going to come out behind his teammate, Rian. I think. Maybe. But it looks like Rian had some problems there. He pitted again onto a set of yellows. Oh, wow. Yeah, something happened with Rian, our championship leader, too. I don't know if this is strategy, or if maybe he got into it fighting through the pack. He got into an incident and had to make another pit stop. But he's on a set of yellows, so he's going to have like 21 laps to go on a set of yellows, and I'm not sure you can do that. So, but I think something might have happened with Rian when he tried to make his way through the field there. But that's a shame. But Wave is in not too bad a shape. So I'm starting to think that Rian might have just screwed up or something. And Ricky now going in. So you're seeing a lot. I think you're going to see, I think if it is a 2-stop, you see there's a lot of strategy here. I think this is a 2-stop strategy race. So maybe Rian, that was strategy. Now to have him seeing everything pitting again. Yeah, this is, oh, no, this is a safety car. Sorry, guys, I didn't even realize it was a safety car. It didn't come up on my thing there. So, yeah, it's a safety car, which is horrible for Rian, because that's going to put him in, he's stuck back in thing. And now everybody gets a free, how does he get... I just see him, Lancer gets a 3-second penalty. Okay, let's go look at the penalties. but he got it in the under safety car conditions, so that kind of sucks. And you gotta hate when these safety cars come out. At least it's not right near the end, so you might be able to make up the difference. But this is a hard track to make up 3 seconds, because just trying to break DRS is a chore. So yeah, I wonder what happened to Lancer there, that he kind of track limits under safety car conditions. But yeah, you can see Bluefoot decided not to pit. Not sure that you. And Jake is staying out too, so he must think track position is more important than tire wear. But I think I would have liked to have gotten myself onto a set of nice fresh yellows or something. Maybe. That's too bad for Riant, though. But it's going to make the championship that much more exciting. And the race isn't over yet, so it's halfway there. So Riant isn't out of it yet. If there's any guy that can make up that amount of spots in 18, 17 laps, it's going to be Riant. I've watched him race before, and he's a quick individual. But yeah, he's got himself a little bit of a chore. I think bad luck there. And yeah. So hopefully he can get back in that, because earlier the Red Bulls were looking really, really good. And I'm thinking for Wave, if Wave would have just waited I think 1 or 2 laps, I think 1 lap before making that pit stop that he made, he would have had himself a free pit stop and in perfect position. You know what I mean? Everything would have worked out perfect for him, but he just made that pit stop just before that safety car came out. So he finds himself in a tough position right now. He's got to fight his way back up, but I think Wade is going to get back up there. Okay? And I wouldn't count Ricky out. I wouldn't count Lancer out either, or Jake, but the only problem is they've got that 3-second penalty, and I know how hard it is to try to get to the lead and then try to pull a 3-second gap is going to be, it's tough. You're going to have to hope that the car in second place has some problems and you're able to break DRS, but like I said, they're going to have a tough time with it. And the safety car is going in, and Jake on those older white tires getting ready to start the field. Now we've got the 2 Ferraris heading up the front of the pack. And Jake gets it going early, catches his teammate off guard there, I think. Which is probably what he wants, because he is on an older set of tires, so he's and then his teammate's on a set of yellows. Plus he's also got that 3-second penalty, so I don't know if you're a teammate here, you're probably going to let your teammate go by. And you can see his teammate is very impatient. Definitely. But I tell you, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of teammate thing going on here. It don't look like Jake is willing to give up that spot. And now he's finding himself in a position where he's going to get overwhelmed, because now the car behind is taking advantage of the side-by-side racing. But Jake seems to have held him off for now. Maybe he can help his teammate out, but it didn't look like Jake was willing to give up that spot to his teammate. But that's racing. I don't necessarily like giving up my spot to my teammate. Right? I like to wait a lap or two at least to see if I can keep the pace up. But you know, if after a lap or two I'm not able to keep up the pace, then I'd probably give it up. I'd probably give the spot to the my teammate. You can see Ricky now. I think them older tires of Jake are a factor in the thing, and Lancer is then overtaken by Andrew. Andrew has now moved into fourth place. And Lancer, oh, what has happened with Lancer? And Shamrock now. Lancer's gone into the pit, I think. Yeah, he got some damage and he had to replace it. That's too bad. Unfortunate. Hopefully maybe a safety car comes out and he gets back in this, but yeah, looking tough for Lancer at the moment. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, he's going to be finding it a hard time to get back in it. And it looks like Riant is struggling now too. Probably frustrated with the position he's in, where he's having to fight back. But yeah, Lancer, unfortunate. Prawn Brunelli, Dunno, exit lick Adam, all well, not DNF. Adam was a disqualification. I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe he did something on the race start. I'm not sure. I did notice a bit of pushing. I noticed Shamrock getting pushed off the track there at the beginning there. I caught it out of the back of my eye. But yeah, this safety car definitely. Oh no! And a 10-second speeding penalty. And now, now he's DNF'd. I guess he just decided to give up. I know how that is, okay, when you know, you were doing well and you were definitely in contention for a win, and then everything just goes wrong. Yeah, I can see why you pull into the pit and you might want to retire. It's hard to continue on after something like that's happened to you. I imagine that's what's happened with Lancer. He's decided to hang up the gloves and give it up for today and live to fight another day. But I know how frustrating it can be. I do race myself, so I know how everyone feels in certain situations, and I am imagining that's the situation Lancer was in, and he just figured. Benoit! I just wanted to say his name. YNWA. He's got to get a move on here because he's got that Benoit trying to get into that DRS so that he can maybe make a move and improve his spot up to 8th. It looks like YNWA has put on a little bit of extra there and has got into the Shamrock's DRS, which will help him out. Maybe spread that gap again to Benoit. And Benoit is going to find himself having the thing. And I'm just looking at Benoit. We've got our championship leader now getting into a position to make a pass on Benoit. he was into the DRS by that detection point. So yeah, Benoit, watch out. You got Riankin behind you, and I think he's in a hurry. So I think he'll probably make this pass fairly quickly, I think. And then he'll have to go to work on Shamrock and YNWA. Now Jake has pitted now, so them older tires obviously not looking so good. I'm thinking the guys who are on the whites might have the advantage here in the late coming. But like I said, they still might pit again. I don't know. I don't know the tire wear here, so I'm going to have to see. Let's go up near the front. We haven't put down. But the Wave, he's not in DRS, so he needs to get back into that DRS because that's important. But he's got a time penalty now too. So Ricky and Days are looking good right now. But I'm thinking maybe Ricky is looking better because his tire wear is definitely going to be less than Days. So the longer this goes on, the better it is for Ricky. And look at Dave. Dave is pushing hard, okay? And I know he's pushing hard because I'm just looking at how much ERS he has used. Right? If you look at Ricky's nice and comfortable at around 60. And he's running it nice and easy. He's not pressuring it. But when you go back to Dave, he's using every bit he's got to try to stay in that DRS of Ricky. So Ricky is definitely doing what he needs to do. Oh, no! Gotta watch out, Days. I'm not sure if that's no, it looks like just a yellow flag there. But Days went wide. This might be able to open up a gap now with can Ricky get that DRS open? But no, I think you just gain so much on the straight when you get that DRS. But Ricky had an opportunity there, I think, to thing, and I think Wave and Andrew are licking their chops now because now they're really close to maybe getting into that DRS. I think Wave and Andrew both wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of side-by-side racing by Ricky and Dave to get into that DRS range. They'll have a hard time getting into the DRS range, I think, if Dave and Ricky keep running the way they're running it. But wow, look at that. He's broken DRS now, Ricky. And now he's using it. You can see he knows he's broken that DRS, which is really important here. And I tell you who that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt Days. Because now Days, it might start losing ground to Wave in behind and Andrew. And he might lose that second spot. And you can see Days is pushing hard. Because he's taking a penalty and he's used up all his juice. And he is now under pressure. And Ricky is off. He knows the opportunity he has right now, and he has to act on this. You got to try to get that DRS, get that separation. Keep trying to add to that little bit of separation. That's a caution we're seeing here. I'm not sure if that's I don't think that's a safety car. But you can see, I think Days is pushing so hard. And now Okay, this is where, and this is going to be good for Ricky because now they're going to fight a bit for that second spot, I think. And then Ricky is going to even open up that DRS gap. And I think he'll be able to maybe pull away and take the win unless we get that late safety car. Because that happens oh so many times, and I hate it when it happens. Especially when you're out front and that late safety car comes out. You work so hard to pull out a gap and everything else, and then it goes to nothing when that late safety car comes out. But let's go to penalties so that we can see. Okay, so they're all 3 seconds in behind him. So I tell you right now, Ricky's looking really good. He's got that gap, and he's got 3 cars that all have a 3-second penalty behind him. So for Ricky, he's looking really good with 6 laps left to go. I definitely, he's definitely looking like he's the one to win this race. Rianca's got himself up into 7th place, and he's also with no penalties, so he is making somewhat of a comeback. But I think Ricky's got this. I think Ricky has done the job. He's taken advantage of all his... and Wave just took another 3-seconder, so that's good for Andrew. We got a bit of a fight going on back here with Wave, Andrew, and Days. I think it was Andrew and Days there having a little bit of a battle there. Days not quite willing to give that up, but I think Days is on those older tires, if I'm correct. No, he's on equal tires. Must have been his teammate. Jake, that was Jake. So yeah, I would think Wave is looking good for Andrew. Is not so pressured, but if Andrew wants to make a thing for the win, he's going to have to get by Wave, but he's also got a 3-second penalty, so not only does he have to catch the leader, but he's going to have to get a 3-second gap on the leader, which Ricky, looking the way he is right now, I don't think you're going to have much of a chance of pulling a 3-second gap on Ricky at the pace he's running right now. Ricky definitely looking like he's dominating this race. Once he got that DRS gap opened up, and now you can see how well he's managing his ERS. He's comfortable up front. He can manage that ERS. He can play around a bit, lose a tenth here and there, you know, to recharge, or, you know, he doesn't need to push as hard as the 3 behind them do now. Andrew not having such a easy time with Wave, is looking like. It's looking like he's having to... and they're both down in the last quarter of their ERS. I think Andrew's going to want to try to get as close as he can on this straight right here so that he can maybe get that pass done. But it doesn't look like he's quite able to get it done there. He's not having an easy time, even though he's got that the DRS advantage. He's not able to get into that. Sorry, yeah, I was just thinking about something there. Train of thought there. Everyone got off the train, no one got back on. But yeah, Andrew not having an easy time, but he's got the time penalty advantage. So I think it's pretty safe to say that Ricky is going to win this race. Only person who can screw it up for him is himself. And I think because of the time penalty, I think Andrew will get that second place. And I think Dave will still hold on to Wave will still hold on to the podium spot because Dave seems to be just out of that penalty range. And right, I think Dave only has 3 seconds, but he's 6 seconds behind Andrew, so I don't think he'll thing. And I think Andrew's just probably choosing to sit, not worried about making the pass on Wave so much just in case something happens. Because I think he realized, no! And right as I'm talking about it, Andrew goes around, gets started. Look at this. How can that happen? Right as as I'm talking, he's just hanging out. Maybe that dirty air. Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh Lord! Oh no! What is this? What was that? I didn't see it, but that didn't look good. I tell you, that did not look good. I'm not sure if that was something that was intentful. Okay, between the two cars there, I'm not sure what happened there, but that didn't look good. Maybe frustrations are running high on these people, but I got to go to the front here to thing. But yeah, that was crazy. And Ricky comes away with the win, and convincing win, 5 seconds. Wave now gets second place easily because of the mishap with Andrew. And I think Andrew is going to get fourth. He gets back up into fourth. But yeah, I would like to know what happened with Dave there in those last few laps. In that last lap there. I guess people trying to go for a spot, but it didn't look good. It didn't look, because it happened on the straightaway, so it looked like somebody either made a late block or, yeah, I don't know. You have to wait for the stewards to decide. I didn't see it. I caught it out of the corner of my eye, but it didn't look good, okay? It didn't look very sportsmanlike, as I might put it. But like I said, last lap, patience have wear and thin. People make some bad decisions sometimes, let's say. Yeah, but anyways, congratulations to Ricky on a great win. And Wave in second place. And shit, now I can't remember who third place was. But once I do, I'll see it in a second here. Who was it? Was it SDRS? Yeah, I think it was SDRS got the third and final podium spot. So, yeah. Crazy ending there. I'll have to watch to see what happens in the steward's office because, yeah, that looked like Yeah, it looked like maybe somebody was throwing some crazy block in the last lap. But, yeah, always exciting watching the race. Anyways, guys, I'm the Ghost, and I really hope you enjoy the stream. I had fun doing it, and sorry, for the shaky beginning there. I got notified kind of late. But yeah, guys, I'm the Ghost, and I'm out. Maybe next week I'll be back hosting. Who knows? We'll see. But enjoy the stream, guys. It was a great race. I really enjoyed it, and congrats to Ricky. Great job out there on the win.